A Maha Game of Thrones is underway in Maharashtra. In a day of fast-moving developments, major relief for the Rebel Sena MLAs. The Supreme Court has given them 14 days to file their reply to the Deputy Speaker's notice. While the court halted the disqualification proceedings, the Uddhav Thackeray faction contended that there should be no trust vote till this disqualification issue is decided. But the court only responded that they could approach the court if anything illegal takes place. Also, the Supreme Court asked the Maharashtra government to ensure protection for the rebel MLAs, including supporters of rebel MLAs, as Eknath Shinde claimed a serious threat to the lives of these MLAs of his faction. The Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, meanwhile, striking hard, stripped the portfolios of 9 rebel ministers, claiming that public work should not be stalled at this time. Among those 9 are 5 cabinet ministers and 4 ministers of state. The responsibilities of these rebel ministers, who have been ensconced at a 5-star hotel in Guwahati for the past week, has now been redistributed among the few ministers left in the Thackeray camp. The Shiv Sena Sanjay Raut, meanwhile, possibly the most vociferous backer of the Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray amidst this revolt in the party, has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in Mumbai for questioning tomorrow in a case of alleged money laundering. A defiant Sanjay Raut has refused to present himself, daring the ED to arrest him. He says he will not be intimidated to join the rebel MLA camp.
A big relief for Eknath Shinde and his 38 rebel MLAs, as India's top court today gave them 14 more days to respond to the Deputy Speaker's disqualification notice. The Deputy Speaker had given them 48 hours till 5:30 p.m. today. Eknath Shinde called it a victory and tweeted, "This is the victory of the Hindutva Emperor Balasaheb Thackeray's Hindutva and the thoughts of Dharmavir Anand Dige Sahib." Uddhav Thackeray's request against any move for a floor test was not accepted, with the court saying there was no foundation of the issue yet, and if any illegality takes place, then every citizen can approach the court.
Our reply to the notice of the Deputy Speaker for our disqualification is extended till the 12th of July.
But can there be a floor test?
I can't comment on it because that's not the subject matter of this petition.
In fact, the Supreme Court also questioned the Deputy Speaker's rejection of the rebels' petition to remove him, pointing out that this case is different from earlier defection cases that came to court because here the authority of the Deputy Speaker itself is under question. The court has issued notices to key officials in the Thackeray camp, the new Chief Whip and the new leader of the Legislative Party, both of whom have replaced rebels, and allowed time for counter affidavits and rejoinders. A notice has also been issued to the centre, as it has been made a party to the case by the rebel MLAs because of the security arrangements they are seeking.
When the top court asked the Shinde camp why they had not approached the Bombay High Court first, their lawyer N.K. Kaul said that the atmosphere in Mumbai was not conducive to pursue their rights, as homes as well as properties of the MLAs are being burnt.
As arguments in the court continued, the Shinde camp said the Deputy Speaker's actions are unconstitutional and he had no right to issue a disqualification notice. The MLAs were asked to respond in 2 days. The rules required a minimum of a 14-day deadline. There are violations of principles of natural justice. The Deputy Speaker said a no-trust motion sent by MLAs was not a valid document. The letter was sent from an unregistered email ID. Its veracity was not authenticated. The Shiv Sena argued that the Deputy Speaker has the right to take decisions first. There was no need for a judicial review, and the moment the MLAs knew that they were likely to face disqualification proceedings, they sent an invalid letter to the Deputy Speaker.
For now, the MLAs are free from the fear of disqualification, and any further developments in court will take place only on 11th July. But in this twisted tale of Maharashtra's political crisis, new moves by the stakeholders cannot be ruled out. In New Delhi with Arvind Gunasekar and camera person Pawan Kumar, this is Sukirti Dwivedi for NDTV.